a short and sweet tutorial about how to use OneNote. There are a lot of tutorials built into OneNote, so you shouldn't have any problem in using it. Some of you may have used it before. Getting started, be sure that you're logged into your HCC account and click on the link either that came in the email that said your instructor has registered you for OneNote or enrolled you in a OneNote course, or you can use the one that'll be posted on Canvas. The initial thing that will come up should look something like this. It should have your name in the upper right-hand corner if you're logged into HCC. Your ribbon might look a little bit different because this is an instructor notebook and this is a class notebook, so you won't have all the same tools that I have. And I'm using Microsoft Edge and PC, so that it might be different for a Mac or a different browser or the app. And you're welcome to use any of those. The biggest key is always make sure that your name shows up here and that you're logged into your HCC account. It may prompt you if you've used anything Office 365 before, it might want to default to your Gmail account or another Microsoft account. So you have to direct it to HCC, to your HCC email. When you click on, we're going to use it for a couple of reasons. So there are a few things that are set up in this notebook. One of them is in the content library. So you should have a menu on the left. That is the welcome screen, and that's where a lot of the help videos are. Collaboration space, content library. And we're going to start with content library. Click on that, click on using the content library, and right under getting started, you should see the MedGrid template. And that's where I've housed the template for medication grids. And I'll explain that in just a few minutes, because a large part of your points from this pharmacology class come from the medication grids. And honestly, I set a large part of your points. Students in previous classes have told me that that's where mostly their learning comes from, is completing the med grids. And we'll talk about those in a minute. The other place that is set up is the collaboration space. And so you click collaboration space using the collaboration space, and you'll see under getting started the week 1. We're going to do this in class. So if you're an eager beaver and you want to get started, don't start working on the collaboration thing yet. It works very much like a Google document. In other words, all of you can work on it at the same time, and all of you will then be able to have access to it later. So that's one of the benefits of using OneNote, is you will always have this notebook. So you can save a file of it in your files forever, and throughout the rest of the nursing program, you'll have access to your medication grids and the work that you've done in this class. And each week, we will, maybe not each week, but most weeks we'll be working on some kind of a worksheet that's similar to this, and it's collaborative, which means that I will assign so many people to work on questions 1 and 2 and 3 and so on and so forth. And so that it anticipate that we're going to do a lot of that, but then everybody has answers to all the questions. The other sections that are set up are the medication grids, and because there will be 3 separate times that medications are due, there's 3 sections for that the med grids are due. And so in what I've placed in there at this point is the rubric for each one of those. I don't have them there yet, but I will also post the rubrics on Canvas for you. Each med grid is worth 1 point. And then what you'll do is you'll go to the content library. Once you do this once, you click on the content library, the medication grid, you copy and you paste this into the med grid, into the section for med grids, and then you click anywhere in it to start typing. because as soon as you click in OneNote, and I can't do that in this PowerPoint, but once you click in OneNote, anywhere you click, you can just start typing. So you'll want to format it so it fits in the table, or format the table to fit the text. But you also want to make sure that you put the category of the medication that you're working on.